I am sick and tired of him going after my family. My dad is the greatest man alive in my mind. And while Donald Trump was building a reality TV show, my brother was building a security apparatus to keep us safe. And I'm proud of what he did. And he's had the gall to go after my mother.
The World Trade Center came down during your brother's reign.
He's had the gall to go after my mother.
Remember that.
Hold on. Let me finish. He's had the gall to go after my mother.
That's not keeping us safe.
Look, I won the lottery when I was born 63 years ago and looked up and I saw my mom. My mom is the strongest woman I know.
She should be running.
The attacks at last night's GOP debate got personal, ugly, nasty. Some described it as a no-rules cage match, and the stakes could not be higher. The first in the South primary is now less than a week away. Chairman of Civic Forum PAC, Ford O'Connell, President of Solidarity Strategies, Chuck Rocha, joins us now. Ford, to you first. Any walk-off home runs, any game changers?
Well, two people had a good night last night. The first was Marco Rubio. I think he made people forget about his debate debacle. The other one who did very well last night was Donald Trump, because when a debate descends into chaos, guess what? Trump is usually the beneficiary because his supporters will stick with him through thick and thin. And frankly, Ted Cruz has to worry that everyone's calling him a liar. He has to make sure that that label doesn't affix to him faster than he can dispel it.
Interesting you talk about everybody calling Ted Cruz a liar. Take a listen to this clip. Get your thoughts.
You are the single biggest liar. You probably are worse than Jeb Bush.
Donald didn't disagree with the substance that he supports taxpayer funding for Planned Parenthood. And Donald has this weird pattern. When you point to his own record, he screams, liar, liar, liar.
At some point, when you have somebody in a debate who could possibly be a VP candidate, someone like Ted Cruz saying liar, liar, liar about somebody who could potentially be the nominee, that's got to be just gold opposition research for Democrats.
As a Southern Democrat, I'm finally glad we came to the South. We could take our gloves off and really go at it a little bit. Last night I was eating my popcorn, enjoying every minute of it. But the point you make is really good, Leland, because at the end of the day, if Donald Trump is the nominee, who is the VP pick? There's been a lot of people who've been vetted, a lot of people who've been through the system, but who is that going to be, Ford?
I'll give you two. It's very simple. Who does Donald Trump not hit? Florida Senator Marco Rubio, because you got to win Florida. And he speaks Spanish, as he pointed out to Ted Cruz, who doesn't appear to.
Here we come the Buckeye,
and
right?
Ohio Governor John Kasich, because I can't win the presidency without
That's why he's nice to everybody. It don't play well in the South. He's going to get like fourth place, I think.
That may be, but this is about making Donald Trump look more presidential should he win the nomination.
As you look at what happened last night, we go back to 2012. Mitt Romney was ahead in South Carolina. Newt Gingrich had that incredible debate performance where he went after John King on CNN, totally turned the primary around. Gingrich wins South Carolina. Is there anything that happened last night that has that kind of effect on your current frontrunner?
Yes, potentially Donald Trump made two mistakes. I think he was a little harsh in his 9/11 critique, and I think he was a little bit harsh with respect to the Iraq War. Remember, the Palmetto State is 21% military veterans. They may actually remember that. And
Rubio came back pretty hard against Trump on that.
Yeah, and one thing that I think that all the rest, I think Trump has just taken all the oxygen out of the room. I think the rest of them are like a bunch of kids throwing a rock at a train as it goes by. They're just watching it and they can't do nothing about it, and just keeps on going.
But here's the thing. What was amazing is that Marco Rubio defended the Bush family better than Jeb Bush
First
did.
time last night you've ever seen it, and I think that was on purpose.
Yeah, well, he certainly stepped up to the plate on that. We've mentioned 5 of the people who were on the stage in about the last 30 seconds. Any reason for us to be talking about Ben Carson, the 6th guy who was up there?
Where was Waldo last night? I think he's still missing in South Carolina.
I think he's the next one out. I just think that it's done. I mean, he keeps talking about his website. And
you saw him sort of waving sometimes in the shots, like, come to me.
But remember, Chuck, you only get out when you run out of money. And even though he's cut his staff and things aren't going so hot, he's still making money.
And he's still selling lots of books.
Raising a lot of money as well. Unbelievable how much he's been able to raise. All right, Ford, Chuck, we'll leave it there. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
All right, see you soon.